Right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Right, normal old live streams. Do whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want within reason. Anyway, I'm not on StreamYard tonight because I want to do a StreamYard one tomorrow, and you can only do 20 hours a month on the free program. And to be honest, I may be getting up. If I'd done 2 hours tonight, I may not be able to do 3 hours tomorrow night on StreamYard. Paul, you right, mate? How are you? Tactical. I'll tell you why you're waiting. I had to take the thumbnail 3 times. The camera was in the wrong place. So that's why. How are you? Josh, you right, mate? Everton, you're right. Stug, you're right. Yeah, so who can remember me saying about Prepper's Shop ages ago, maybe last year? Right, Zed, saying that they wanted to sponsor me and then they never got back to me. Well, about 2 or 3 days ago, they did get back to me. The same day Adam Chelding came on my live stream. Same day I went to the hospital for a hearing test. Prepper Shop did message me. And they said the reason they hadn't got back to me because the bloke who was offering the knives out had stopped working there. And they hadn't read the emails. So I've been sponsored 3 knives to review. A bit like Stu. So I got sent that one. That's quite nice, actually. Timbo 66 has done one of that. I'll review on that. This is a bit of a strange one, but I might be able to get people to buy it. And right, Rich, right, T2, how you doing? Yeah, so they sent me 3 knives. And then if that goes good, they might send me more stuff. This is quite a nice little one. This would be good if this was bigger. Nice shape, that. Yes, that's all from Prepper's Shop. It's all Anglo-Arm stuff from Prepper's Shop. Video basis, hello, won't be on super long. Got to get up at 6 a.m. Well, that's a shame, Peach. You start early, do you? Or is that because you've... I'm just going to be off camera quickly. Got to look at something. You can hear me taking my trousers off now. Why is everyone going quiet? Off-camera striptease. You got to be in there for 7, have you, Peach? Yeah, right next to the camera. There we go. Not the camera, the microphone. Paul said, nice one, mate. I hope you get some decent stuff from him. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, be good. Yeah, this is like a lot. What normally happens, they'll start you off with, just anything, and then, yeah, so I might get some good stuff. These are nice. I like all of these. These are quite nice knives. West Yorkshire, Sam, you right, mate? I'm good. Tactical said people scoff at Anglo-Arms, but great knives at budget price. Exactly. Yeah, great for the price, isn't it? I think this one, every bit on that is solid. It's metal. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. The whole thing's metal construction. Quite a heavy knife, but it feels absolutely solid, and it's a decent size as well. If I compare this to the Pro Light, it's bigger. So it's got a decent sized blade on it. That has. Yeah, a bit of a strange colour if you're not into coloured blades, but I quite like that blue sort of purpley colour. Zed said that last knife reminds me of a Kershaw. What, the little one? That's what I thought. Did you mean this one, Zed? Yeah, I thought that. Or a CRKT, I think it reminds me of. That one you meant? Brave, you right, mate? Everton said, is it legal to in the UK to own a locked knife over 3 inches? Yeah, you can have loads of things in your own house. Yeah. In your house, you can have things like that. Yeah. In your house, you can have loads of things. There's only like 19 things you can't have. Richard said, damn, I thought you were going to come back dressed up as She-Ra. Gutted, Rich. Yeah, sorry. I felt like there was some... I could feel like something was biting my leg, and when I rubbed my leg, I felt like there was a lump there. So I wondered if something got in my fucking trousers. Sam said, "I was phaser rider, you're right, mate. Is it on another account because you got banned? Oh, fuck's sake." Yeah, is that the one? Pete says like a CRKT M16. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think that's like a CRKT, isn't it? You drinking this? I'm not drinking tonight. It's tomorrow night. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have a drink tomorrow. I'll be on from 9 till 12. And I potentially could do a Wendy House stream, but I thought of a different way now. So that I don't have to go through the PlayStation 4. I've put Wi-Fi in the summer house now. So I could just stream on my phone and just show me if I wanted to. And then there's no issues about other people. Oh, still feels like there's something in my fucking trousers. Hi, man. Right, mate. I was watching your mate, T. Kenny, live stream for about an hour earlier while he was talking to Odin and then while he was talking to himself for about an hour. It was quite entertaining, actually. Right, I'm going to have to open my trousers again so I can find whatever's in my trousers. What the fucking hell is that? Yeah, he seems alright. Oh man, I enjoyed watching his video. I could sort of the stuff he was coming out with. Yeah, I could being a drinker myself, I could relate to the things he was saying. I knew where he was coming from, sort of thing. You know what I mean? He was very drunk. Yeah, he seems alright. Thatcher's Mike got fleas. Brave bugger's biting him. I don't know what it is. It's something in my fucking trousers, but yeah. Zed said the video base. Yeah, you're right. It does look like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look that one up. What was it? The CRKT M16. But that's I wasn't sure if it was CRKT, but that's the one I thought it might be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that is the one I was thinking of. John S, you right, mate? Phaser said I had something bite the shit out of me the other day. Had it in my jumper, bit like 10 times, massive bites. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It's not there now. It felt like there was something trying to bite me, but it hasn't actually bit me. Maybe it might have just been. It could be anything, like a little splinter in your trousers or something. You know what I mean? Mother, you right, mate? How are you? Paul says set up a secondary account separate from your gaming. Oh, yeah, I get you. I should set up a secondary PlayStation account separate from your gaming account to stream from. That could be. Yeah, that might be all right. Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah, I could do that. Couldn't I? Never thought about that. Yeah, that'd be pretty easy to do, wouldn't it? Yeah, you know, Paul, that'd be piss easy, wouldn't it? Because I can't risk having my proper PlayStation account shut down because I would lose tons and tons and tons of games. Yeah. They gave me some weird warning last time. Yeah, it'd be piss easy, wouldn't it, Paul? I never thought about it. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Yeah. You can set up a second account with nothing on it in like 2 seconds, can't you? Yeah, good idea. I hadn't thought of that because you don't. Oh no, I wouldn't be able to. You know why? You got to pay for the PlayStation fucking Plus, didn't you, to go online? So I probably wouldn't be able to. Unless I could do. I don't know if you can do secondary account. I'd have to look into it, Paul. But I think that's a good idea. Do the second. Now I don't know. Yeah, do the secondary accounts have the PlayStation Plus connected? If they don't, I wouldn't be able to. It's all right. It'll work fine on my phone anyway. Because I'll be honest, I don't do those drunk. I've been doing those drunk ones a lot more than I normally do. I don't normally do them. So the less I can do them, the better. In all honesty. But that's potentially a good idea there, Paul. Richard says shared that Saber video on Reddit. Got downvoted to shit. Got me an extra 30 views, so it's worth sharing on there. They're such knobs the way they downvote things, aren't they? I don't understand why they're such fucking weird bellends that you wouldn't just watch it and Well, there's no reason to downvote that video. Anyone with any sense would just upvote it. But I don't know, it's fucking weird, isn't there? But if you want views, it's a good thing. I'm Matt Spartan said, Mike, is the adder working nice now? The last couple of times I used it, it worked absolutely perfectly. Yeah. I have noticed, though, the string is wearing out already, though. So I've only shot it probably 40 times, and the string's fraying already. So I doubt that last 100 shots. That's a bit of a... I think it's due to the fact that it's shooting those tiny lightweight bolts, which it shouldn't really be shooting. Yeah, the string's wearing away already. So that's not good, is it? But other than that, it's shooting good at the minute. But I noticed the actual serving on the actual bit where the bolts go is actually already fraying up. Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, actually, it does need a bit of yeah. Oh, I will. I'll wax it. I think what I'm probably going to do eventually, though, I might put a £90 prod on that and put £130 on that one, and then I reckon, because you're only really the thing with that magazine, it was not that I'm going to use it for this, but that magazine was sort of made for extra quick shooting in a sort of shit hit the fan self-defense situation, didn't it? And in all honesty, in a close quarters sort of environment, £90 would probably still be perfectly fine. Video base said Reddit's for the cunts. Bristol, you right, mate? Tactical Pirate said, had loads of comments removed from YouTube this week. I've been watching and commenting on people's videos. I'll tell you what, Slingshot Warrior has been somehow completely sort of perma-banned on my channel. I just can't see his comments anywhere. I can comment on his stuff and see his comments when I'm there and all that shit. But he cannot comment on anything now. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking weird, don't it? Paul said, yeah, at work, as the PlayStation Plus is only for online games, but you have access to the playroom. Oh, the only thing is that I still need to be able to stream it, though. I know, yeah, I'll have to look into it, Paul. Yeah, because I think to be able to stream, don't you need PlayStation Plus to stream a game? I don't know. I've never actually looked into that, because I know you have to have PlayStation Plus to play games online. But I assumed you needed PlayStation Plus to be able to stream as well. So that was online. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to look into that. Sam said, this is why I'm only buying the original R9. Yeah, there you go. It's more suited because it can actually shoot the bolts it's supposed to shoot. But then saying that, well, I say that one, they give you those tiny little bolts. But then that is £90 though, so it's suited for the smaller bolts, isn't it? Zed said, I watched that Harlequin movie Birds of Prey the other day. One of the characters used a repeating crossbow, one of the original Tomcat ones. He was killing people with chest shots. What is it, like the one they called a steam bow? Yeah, like that would happen. Exactly. Yeah, with that. That's probably only £50 because the old ones are only really, you know, the old crossbow that say there was 80 was really about £50. No flash art, right, mate? T2 said, anyone had their own family screw them over inheritance? Went to my grand's funeral Thursday. Wasn't great. No will, but they hadn't. Because they'd hit and redone it. Fuck's sake, T2. That's terrible, isn't it? No, I've never had any issue like that. No, I hope that gets sorted, because that's fucked. Yeah, and that can cause massive rifts in families, sadly. Mother said the £130 prod with the string stoppers is back. I saw that. I saw you shared that, Mother. Sorry I didn't reply. Iron Man said, out of interest, how often are you cleaning all your air guns? Every time I use them. Yeah, my air rifles, I used to clean them every single time I used them. Not the barrel, but the outside. The barrel I'd clean not that often inside the barrel. because they say not to actually, don't they? But the actual outside of the gun, every time I shot it, I would wipe it over with silicone gun oil. That's why my BSA Lightning now, 20 years old, still looks brand new. But mother, yeah, I'm going to get the £130 of the string stoppers soon. I ain't got the money at the minute, but I'll buy one eventually. And then I'm going to put the £90 on that, but keep the string stoppers on it. And then this one will be, this will be a 130 with string stoppers, and that'll be a 90 with string stoppers. Big B, you right, mate? He said to T2, my dad spent mine and my brother's inheritance. Good job, we all knew it was a prick. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, sorry to hear about your grandmum. Did you say your grandmother, T2? Yeah, sorry to hear about that, mate. It was my dad's birthday. My dad died last April. It was his birthday yesterday. So we had all the family around, had Chinese. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, because Christmas wasn't like Christmas. Yesterday for me felt like Christmas Day, because we had like all of my brothers and sister round. The kids came round. It was just a really good fucking laugh. We were playing games with the kids, and yeah, it felt like Christmas Day, to be honest. It was really nice. That was to celebrate my dad's birthday. He would have been 72. Stug said, like the fucking stream, everyone. Yes, get the likes up. There's 31 people on 10 likes. Come on, man. What's the matter with you? Iron Man said, Mike, I've noticed how cheap 177 are compared to 2.2. Yeah, it is a difference, isn't it, Iron Man? Surprising, isn't it? Yeah. Funny thing is, I've got piles of 2.2, piles of 177s in there, but hardly any 2.2 for that exact reason. Lord Flashheart said, see Attila selling a Horizon Redback with a magazine. Yes, I've seen that. What price did you see, Lord Flashheart? I'm going to get that as soon as I get a chance. That'll be the next thing I want to buy. The Horizon with the magazine. I had seen that for sale somewhere, 70 quid. If they sell that fucking thing at 70 quid, they'll fucking sell millions of them, I reckon, compared to George Sprav's, Go Guns 300 quid one, which is not even £80. Right, Sam, cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Mark said there's a stunning fine figure of a British beefcake. If ever I've seen one. Cheers, Mark. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm after that. As soon as the Horizon with the magazine comes out, comes available everywhere, I think I'll get one. Depending on the price. If it's 70 quid, I'll snap that up any fucking day. Mother said Redback with magazine stock. Redback with a magazine plus stock from 3D Camp. I did not know that. Have they got one on there, have they? Benjamin John, you right, mate? Oh, do you mean get the... Oh, sorry, I know what you mean. You mean get the Redback with the magazine and then put the stock from the 3D cabin on. Sorry, Mother. I thought you meant they had one on there. Yeah, that'd be perfect, wouldn't it? You know what I would probably actually do? I would probably buy another one of these. I'd be tempted to buy a Tomcat 2, take this stock off, put it on a Redback with a magazine. Or the other thing you could do is just take out this whole trigger mechanism. You'd have to change something up this front as well. But I reckon you could just take this whole stock off, put it on a Redback. That should fit. Oh, I can even get that bastard without even standing up now. Michael, you right, mate? He said, I literally only just now was able to see that those tapestry behind you are not actual collection. What I'll tell you what it is, Michael. The stuff really is there, but I have to cover it up for live streams. So if you look there, you can actually see the real baseball bat. You can see the real tip of the sword. You can see the real end of the crossbow. Same as up there, look. But for live streams, I have to cover them up because technically I don't need to cover them up. But there's a weird rule on YouTube about not handling firearms on live streams. And I don't trust them enough to start getting funny about them just being there. Big B said, watched a really fucking fucked up film the other day, August Underground. I've heard of that. Yes, that's the weird torture one, isn't it? I think I've seen that, but not properly, if that makes sense. Actually, I just approved the thing there without even reading it. T2, he's talking to Big B there, so I'll let them have a chat. 139 euros. What's that? About 120 quid? Do you know what? I'd probably still buy it. I still think that's cheap compared to the other ones. Sam said, WeaponCollector, have you tried the Swiss Arms? No, I've not. We looked at that last week, though. Said in England, they're only allowed it to be semi-auto, but strip it down, shave off something, and it can be something. We looked at them last week, funnily enough. Karen said, hi, my redback just arrived a few days ago. Find it very difficult to cock. Now, they are, Karen, they are quite difficult to cock. You can get a stock extender for them. There is a technique to doing. If you can wait, I'll show you the different techniques to cocking the redback, if you like. There's like 3 techniques you can do. But yeah, I'll be honest, they can be quite difficult to cock. If you go to a place called 3D Cabin, well, I'll tell you what to do. Go on my channel, look up 3D Cabin, find the video, find my coupon. There's a coupon code. Go to the website, use my coupon code, and you'll get 10% off as well. You should be able to get stock extender, or wait for me to do the video showing you how to cock it. Iron Man said, do a video on the pros and cons of your crossbows. Right, I'll write that down now, Iron Man, because I've actually got a section for crossbow ideas. Michael said, thanks for explaining. I explain it at least once or twice every live stream, Michael, so it's all good, mate. If I was on StreamYard, I could have actually shown you a video. Jamie said, when you ain't doing live streams, do you uncover all the weapons? It depends, Jamie. After time, I don't. After time, that one never gets uncovered now. This, if I do a proper video, I have to uncover it. But a lot of the time, I leave it covered. And in fact, it's quite handy because it stops them getting dusty. Big B said, I've got all 3 downloaded, mate, if you want them. I want the August Underground. I should be able to get them. Zed says, show that mini vid thing. I can't, Zed. I can only do that if I'm on StreamYard, and I didn't bother tonight. Because if I did 2 hours of StreamYard tonight, it might take up my limit, and then I won't be able to do 3 hours tomorrow. What did Iron Man say? Pros and cons of crossbows. Yeah, I can only do them on StreamYard, and I thought I better not go on StreamYard tonight because there's a 20-hour limit for the free version. Philip, you right, mate? Sam says it really is worth the money. I want that gun. Yeah, Karen, that it can be quite difficult to cock, but there are techniques, and there is a stock extender. Or I'll tell you what else. You could make your own stock quite easily. So I got the witchy nose like usual. Iron Man said, is the shotgun still down? Do you know, this is the weird thing, Iron Man. About 2 days ago, I was thinking about you asking me to get the shotgun, how it's jammed. And it is still jammed, yeah. I don't know what that was. I must have been watching. I think I watched a video with someone shooting a shotgun, and it reminded me how mine's jammed. And I thought about you asking that time, and I couldn't show you. And I thought I still can't show him because it's still blocked. Oh, happy birthday, Iron Man, by the way. I hope you're having a good one. Do you reckon you'll be capable of coming on a live stream tomorrow? Not on camera, but you could if you wanted to, but you know. Mark said my screen was froze for 5 minutes. What did I miss? Not a lot. A lot of flash ups. Anyone bought from surplus store? Want a Tron? Let me think. I can't remember. Let me look at surplus store and I'll tell you. I know it sounds a bit weird, but if I go on the website, I'll remember if I have or not. I don't think I have. I don't actually. Lord, I think actually I bought 2 knives from there, and if it was there, it was fine. It went through. Yeah, it was nice and quick and all that. Zack Attack's right, mate. Solid skin edge, right, mate. How are you? Yeah, there's a limit, Zed. There's a limit on StreamYard. You can do 20 hours a month, and because I do 2.5 hours each time, it would be getting up to that now. And I thought if I went on there tonight, and I'm doing 3 hours tomorrow, half an hour before the end of the stream ends, it might cut it off. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on that StreamYard, I'm on the free version. It's quite a good StreamYard though, for what it is for free. SAK94, Stu, right, mate? How are you, Stu? Did you sort out your merchandise link? I had the same issue. That's why I checked yours. As soon as I went on your channel, I checked your link for your merch because it happened to me and Matt. It's where Teespring have changed to Spring now, and the link must have changed, so you have to re-put the link in now. So I change it. Karen said, after how many shots should I leave the barrel? I think they say 6 shots, don't they? You're off, Peach. Good night, mate. Have a good sleep and have a good day at work tomorrow. Every 6 shots, and yeah, I would do it about every 6 shots. I do. If I can, I do every single time I use my crossbow. I do lube the rail and the string, and I take the stuff out with me if I'm shooting. I'll take it with me anyway, and then if I'm shooting quite a lot, I do keep reapplying it. The only thing with that though, again, an issue with the magazine one, you have to take the magazine off to do the string and the rail, and you don't tend to do it. Actually, a new toy arrived this morning. Cheap Chinese £40 bow. Oh, did you get that in the end? Yeah, lucky bastard. I would put it on if I was on there. Tactical. You're on the delay, was you, Mark? Yeah, a lot of people do that. You've got to make sure it's live. D2 said, I was just talking to Big B there. I'll let him have a chat. Stu said, I just removed it. I only done it so I could order a sample hoodie. To even buying one off there. Yeah, it's, in all honesty, Stu, if you want your own merch, it's actually a good way to do it, isn't it? Just, yeah, design your own one, go on there, buy it, cheap as fuck, really, isn't it? Yeah. Karen said, I was so embarrassed when I struggled to cock the red, but now I'll be honest with you, that's a common thing. I've seen it a lot. I think I've got a good technique. And in all honesty, I think I have a slight advantage because I have a little bit of a belly. Little bit of a belly, he said. I do mine, but yeah, but Karen, there are actually 3 methods I've seen people use, and I actually had it. I've got it written down to show the redback cocking methods. Yeah, I have seen a lot of people struggle with it. In all honesty. Zack Attack said, recently restored a US military folding shovel. Oh, nice one. I bet that's nice. You're going to use it. Mother said, how's it going with the quivers and bolts making? I'll be honest, Mother, I'm way, way, way behind. I've actually not done any this year yet, I don't think. And I'm getting loads of orders. I'm being a right idiot, really. I need to get off my ass and make them. I think the problem was I made so many last time, it's put me off slightly. It's made me sort of apprehensive. I have the memory of having to make 10 all in a row because you know they're not easy to make because I have to cut off the blades. Some of the blade has to be cut by hand. You can't do it with an angle grinder because it's too precise. But yeah, I am going to make some soon. What I might start doing is make one a day, and then it won't bother me so much then. Well, Flash said, by the way, the crossbow chassis of the Redback and the Tomcat basically the same. So the new mag on the Redback would fit the Tomcat or the Tron. Well, the only thing, if you look carefully at it, they've definitely changed 2 bits. So I had a look, and I don't think you could take it off and put it on a normal one, put it that way. If you look at them, the back bit's different and the front bit's different. But yeah, I had a close look at it. But if it'll fit on one, I reckon you could take the bits out and fit them on. You know, take the whole lot out. So take the whole trigger mechanism out, put them in different. Well, I reckon the easiest thing to do, if you want a stock on a redback, just put a Tomcat 2 stock on a redback, or put a stock extender on it, innit? They are, like you said, they're the same crossbow, really. Oh, I'm just itching my ankle there. Mark said, best way is to grasp it firm, grab the lube, and go to town. There you go. Mother said, make a little bit each. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I made the mistake. That's why I stopped making those pry bars. I had to make like 10 pry bars in like a week, and I hated doing it so much I never made them ever again. But I would say though, those bayonets are reasonably easy to make, but there are bits you have to do it by hand. But I do like doing them, and they're a good money earner because they don't take that long, and you can make a decent bit of money out of them. Stu said, Mike, when you watch anime, do you find the English dub versions are normally cut down and missing parts from the original Japanese versions? I don't know about missing because I don't know enough, if that makes sense. But I'll tell you what, Stu, the last couple of dubbed animes I've watched, they was fucking terrible. They almost ruined them. Some of the dubs on them bloody animes are they're utterly fucking atrocious, basically. And it's a shame. I'd actually rather watch them subtitled if I could. But the problem is, with a lot of the stuff on YouTube that I found, it's that or nothing, basically. So it's better than nothing. But yeah, it's a bit like with anything that's dubbed, Stu. They miss bits out, or the actual sentence ain't nearly what it really was, or yeah, you know. Sam said, I made a bolt quiver to go on the shoulder, so that should be bulletproof as well. And I've remade the horizontal quivers and added Kevlar. Nice one, that's a good idea. He's got a wrist one and a shoulder one, nice. Mark said, yeah, right. I got there with bolts, done so many, got knocked off. Zack said, it was my dad's. We found it in the garage. But I just wanted it for my collection, so I restored it. Yeah, but that's lovely. That's nice to see dad's as well. Sam said to Stu, you're so right, the dubbing is so different. Tactical said, I was shooting my £20 bow the other day. Saying this to Richard, very easy to shoot. I bet it's lovely shooting a nice bow like that. Stu said, yeah, I noticed the run times are normally 10 minutes shorter. Yeah, it must take bits out, Stu, probably to make the sentences work right or something. I don't know, it's a shame. But if I could, Stu, I'd buy all of them on DVD and get them fucking just watch them original. But the issue is they're so fucking dear. Especially those old, what I call the manga ones, that, you know, when they was bought out over here, before you saw any anime in this country, it was never on the telly, wasn't no internet. Anything that was introduced, any anime in this country was by the production company Manga, so I call it Manga. Trying to get their manga DVDs, they're well dear, even for second hand. So I just got to put up with the YouTube shit at the minute. Jim M, good to see you on, mate. How are you? I was hoping you come on tonight. I enjoyed your video earlier. That was good. And for everyone who's on, there's 36 people on. Tomorrow's night will be I'm having a drink tomorrow night. I'll be on from 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock, and people can join if they want to. I'll start letting people join about 9:30. Liam said he's going to join. I think he's the only one who knows at the minute. Richard said, yeah, some of the old dubs had stuff censored or removed to get the age rating down so they can appear at larger audience in the West. But they ended up an awkward mess. Yeah, some of the ones I've watched recently was terrible. But they weren't terrible, but it's after voices are terrible. Like, they don't get very... This is why I like... If you want to see a good fucking world-class dubbed anime, Studio Ghibli stuff, because that Studio Ghibli get fucking Hollywood actors to do their dubbing, you know, fucking Oscar winners and that to do their dubbing, and it's brilliant. Yeah, Studio Ghibli, you can watch the dub ones, and it's as good as the... where am I? I will go in the Wendy house tomorrow. Man, I'll try and stream if I can, but it'll probably be on my phone. I can't risk the PlayStation, but it would be no different if I'll still be full screen. Yeah, I might, because I've got Wi-Fi out there now. Yeah, so I could stream on my phone. Mother said I'll join the stream, but not with camera. Oh, nice one, mate. All right, yeah, because you joined in last time, didn't you? All right, yeah, see you then, mate. Sam said I'd love to join tomorrow. I have a couple of bits to show off if you don't mind. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I'll send everyone out the you'll have to email me and then I'll send you the pass thing, you know what I mean? Sam said WeaponCollector Studio Ghibli is the shit. It is, isn't it? It's brilliant. Yeah, I love yeah, Studio Ghibli stuff is really, really well made. And like I say, even the dubbed version of Studio Ghibli is fucking world class. Yeah. They get people like fucking Patrick Stewart and that to do their proper Oscar winning actors doing their dubbing. Stu said to Rich, yeah, I thought that was probably the case. I always prefer watching the original version. I would, Stu and Rich, as long as I can, I will always watch like the original version with subtitles. But yeah, I found about 20 manga animes from like the 90s. I searched 90s manga films. And it was all the ones I wanted to watch when I was younger. You know, in my late teens. But yeah, half of them are fucking dubbed terribly. But I ain't got no choice. It's better than nothing. Karen said, I noticed that the plastic bolts came with a red back go all over the place. The aluminium bolts are much better. Yeah, you're right there. They're crap, them ABS bolts. I'll be honest with you, if when people buy quivers off me, I supplied them with the ABS bolts, but that's purely so that people can't say to me, my bolts didn't fit. But yeah, these are better. These are probably better than the ones you get with the crossbows. But yeah, them ones you get, they go like that, don't they? £12.50 fits straight on your crossbow. Fits all bolts as well. So you could have like this one. Look, that's got the aluminium bolts, and it's even got aluminium bolts with sort of broadheads on, like a three-bladed, and the bayonets when I make them. You only just notice that's my supporters. Mark, if you donate some money to Patreon, get your name on there. Sam said, have you seen the movie Escaflown? No, I've never heard of that. No, I've never heard of that, mate. That's a Studio Ghibli, everything Disney should have come but didn't. Yeah, exactly. D2 said, Mike, did you Google the White Lady of Bugger Lane? My lad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I'll tell you what I'll do now. I think I did, T2, because that rings a bell. I'm going to search that now and then I'll have it open. I'm pretty sure I did look that up. T2. Gundam, no, but I know of it. Joshua. I'll definitely have a look tonight, T2. I've just opened up a page that says The Ghost of Bugger Lane. Do you know a story about ghosts in Bugger Lane? So I'll have a little read of that later. Karen said, I aimed them at same place and each went a foot apart, whereas the aluminium bolts got a 17 centimeter grouping. Yeah, the aluminium ones are much better. Do you know I make these as well? Look, I've got little packets of them ready made. These were supposed to be for someone and never got back to me. So you want the ultimate nice aluminium bolt with a fucking broadhead, shoot straight out the crossbows, no issues, no messing around. I'll sort you out, mother, one day, definitely, mate. I suppose they could be can if you wanted to. You can't legally hunt with a crossbow in the UK, but in a sort of shit hit the fan situation, they're good sort of. I would say those bolts are more for keeping for a rainy day. Forget my drift. Keep them ones. Shoot the other ones. Keep your broadheads just in case. Research the studio. American versions of Windera has a lot of cuts and censorship. I watched the original version subbed. It's a completely different film. The Horrors of War feel. Horrors of War feel the original version. Granted, I get what you mean. Yes, there you go. Yeah, I've actually got quite a few in there, but these was all. Yeah, it's not like I haven't been making anything. I've got some ready. It's just these was actually for someone. That was like 3 batches for people, and they never fucking got back to me. The quivers I've got probably at least 10. Bayonets I've actually got 2 bayonets ready there. That's a Tanto one and a normal one. But yeah, the people who was offered those never got back to me. But one of the people who who was supposed to be buying, I did finally find a way to get hold of them. I reckon my messages were going into spam. Jim said I might pop on tomorrow if there's room after work though. So not too late. Nice one, Jim. All right. Yeah, I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start at 9, and I should have people on by 9:30. So you won't have to wait till sort of 10ish. I'm going to start a little bit earlier because I find those drinking streams go so quick. I enjoy them so much. They feels like I'm only on for like 20 minutes and it's gone. Yeah, so maybe 20. I might invite people earlier than that, but yeah, I reckon by 9:30 people should be able to get on, Jim. Slim said, "Suppose you haven't advertised the stuff you're selling." Well, I do a little bit, Slim. Hello, by the way. What I normally do, I put a video on. I have like my featured video on my channel, but I took it off for now because the problem is I was getting a couple of orders a week and I can't keep up with them. So I'll probably hide it for a bit and then I'll put it back on as my main video. When you go onto my channel, it's like the first thing you see. So I sort of do a bit of advertising, but not sort of, Tactical said, Jim, no more for me. I had a tooth snap now. I look like my dad is also my uncle. Can't you just wear a mask? Wear a mask and say you need it for all times. I don't know. Jim's an ASCON was always good to watch. But yeah, if you want to join in, Jim, you can. You're always welcome to if you're up on that. If you're up and want to join, Jim, you can, mate. Nick's knives, right? Karen said, do you need a password for tomorrow's stream? No, all you need to do is you email me and then I send you the link and then you join. Hello, fishing. Right, Luke? How are you? Have you been getting out fishing at all, Luke, or not? You managed to get out fishing? I think you did, didn't you, recently? Yeah, the knives in the thumbnail, if anyone wondered, I got sent some from Prepper's shop. So that's an Anglo Arms one. They're all Anglo Arms, but yeah, quite nice knives. This one's a bit strange, but I'm sure people might be interested in it. I don't know. Not my style, but Luke said, closed season at the moment. Oh, is it? Luke's my nephew, in case anyone wonders. Elias Fishing is my nephew, if anyone wonders. Tactical said, lol, Jim, I'm auditioning for Alaskan Bush people. Sam said, do you know who's been making the 3D printed quivers at bolts to any pistol crossbow versions? I do know that bloke because I advertised for him, yeah. Yeah, he's all right. Oh, 3D cabins. Some of his quivers, though, his stock extenders are brilliant, but some of his quivers, they don't take all bolts. Whereas, like, mine will take every single bolt you can get. Mine will hold every bolt. His will take certain bolts, and then some will fall out, or some won't go in, sadly. It's got a good setup, but it's just, I think his quivers are a bit too, the holes are a bit too specific, and I couldn't even get some of my bolts into it. Luke said, I've been playing Monster Hunter World again. This is a strange coincidence, Luke. I don't know why. I was thinking about Monster Hunter earlier. And I was even looking through. Is Monster Hunter only on like the Nintendos? Because if it is, the last time I played that must have been on a fucking Wii. Gary said, what are the laws about where you can shoot a crossbow? That's a hard one to say. Anywhere where you could shoot a gun or an air rifle, you could shoot a crossbow. But private land where you're allowed to shoot, basically. Sam said, could you put me in touch? I wanted a prototype made for me. If you just Google 3D cabin, it'll come up, mate. 3D cabin. 3D cabin. Just put that in, you'll find him. First thing come up. Dad said, I was looking for UK channels doing knife reviews today, mostly steel snubs with very expensive knives. So not much interest. Now, it puts you off, doesn't it, Dad? Yeah, I hate the old steel snobbery weird shit. It fucking puts you off, don't it? Yeah. And people who won't, a lot of people won't even buy or review a knife like that. I can't stand the old weird steel snobs. Fuck me, that's fucking so bizarre. Especially for the fact that a lot of steel snobs are also people who buy a knife and do nothing with it. Why the fuck would you care what the fucking steel is then? Unless you're using this. This is my opinion on it anyway. Unless you're using the knife every single day in your general life, like a job or something, it don't fucking matter what the steel is after time. Or I don't know. I've never had an issue with 440 stainless steel, put it that way. Elias Fishing said, Worlds is out on console, but the others are on Nintendo. I was trying to remember which one what the last one I played was, Luke, and I reckon it must be the one on the Wii then. Sam said, I wanted to adapt to leg rigging added Kevlar to hold multiple bolts. So I could have a wrist quiver, shoulder quiver, and a leg quiver. What you want to do is get into Kydex. Kydex is, you know what Kydex is? It's you heat it up and you can form it to a shape. That's what I do to make my quivers. You could probably make loads of really cool things if you learned a bit about doing Kydex molds and that. Sam said, the only time I'm bothered about the steel is in relation to the price. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, you would not want to buy a 440 stainless steel knife for like £200, would you? But yeah. Like I'm not going to pay higher dollar for cheap material. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense, though, Nick. Yeah. But yeah, I've never been fussed about the I've never been fussed about the blade material. And I'll pick a knife and I'll use it for quite a while. I've been using this one for quite a while. I've actually cleaned the blade for once. That's probably a decent bit of steel. But I've EDC'd 440C knives for fucking over 2-3 years. Never had to sharpen it. This. I must have EDC'd this Ganzo, which is 440C, for 3 fucking years. I never ever sharpened that once. I used to use that nearly every day. You don't, That's a person. I think anyone who needs the finest steel available to humanity to open the occasional package in the streets needs medical help. Yeah, I can agree with you 100% there. Nick said, I think the Pro Light is... That's it. I just saw it on there, 4116. I did just see that. But yeah, a lot of people moan about 440C, though, don't they? They'll say that's a sort of shitty old... You know, that's a fucking Chinese Ganzer. Great knife, that was. I never had to fucking... I think I did snap the tip off at one point, but that was because I was fucking levering something with it. But yeah. And I'm not saying it's particularly sharp, but I didn't need to sharpen it every couple of days. Tactical said a £3 knife will still cut. This is a £200 one, exactly. But as I say, I think it's how much you use them. You know, a butcher needs a good, high quality knife that stays sharp and easy to sharpen. You know what I mean? But for me, and also, I'm not. I'll be honest with you. If someone wants to, you know, be really funny about their steels, and that's up to them, innit? But for me, I've never seen an issue. You know, I've never seen the need for it. Then said after spending huge amounts just to cut cardboard is daft. This is a Stanley knife. Jim said, same with my Ganzo Firebird, still sharp. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? I like the old Ganzos. I've always rated these Ganzos. This was one of my favourite knives. And I'll probably go back to it one day. I mean, at the minute, I'm EDCing the old Pro Light. But one day I'll probably go back to the Ganzo because it's slightly bigger and it's slightly easier to shut and close one-handed. They're both still a little bit awkward. But at the minute, it's that. But yeah, I EDC'd in my house and shed that for, oh God, at least 3 years. I'll tell you another thing I liked about these, which I've, on a lot of cheaper knives, the little screws in the pillars come loose, and then they never go back in properly ever again. They've never come loose on these. That's £12 knife, that is. Never. Obviously, the pivot screw comes loose because it's open, closed, open, closed, open, closed. But yeah, I've had them. All my cheap knives, nearly all my cheap knives, they used to come loose, and then they would sort of cross thread, or you know. Tactical said, it's like having a Porsche and it's sitting in the garage. What's the shitty Corsa is clocking at miles? Exactly. That is it, really. You know, I know people like to buy the expensive ones, but yeah, I don't think you should. It's comparing a really expensive knife with expensive steels to a cheap thing. It's not a fair comparison. For what these are well good, aren't they? But yeah, it's exactly like you said, Tactical. Mother said, what do you think about the Jaxi butts? They're probably really good. I think they're massively overpriced, though. Same with all them things. Nearly all of the bolts like that are massively overpriced. That's why I started making them, in all honesty. But they probably are good for what they are. Just they're expensive. Richard, funny thing, most of those steel snobs don't know anything about. I can never say that word. Metallurgy. A load of them on the forum were saying chrome vanadium would be shit because of high chrome. But they were. We're gonna have to wait for Rich to write that's his comment now. Seems Sheffield steel knives can be picked up cheap. Never had an issue with them either. They always come blunt though. Once sharpened, it properly serves well. That's it, Slim. Exactly, mate. Yeah, steel snobs just throw money away. Nick said, I'd never really seen an expensive knife anyway. And even if it's legal, some copper cunts will confiscate anyway. Exactly. Imagine that. Sam said, I have a Tanto from 1944, Second World War. It still had the newspaper wrapping under the handle. Spent 2 weeks restoring it and polishing. It's lasted me 10 years. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, that's nice, that. Yeah, it's nice. Seems I'd rather read to see a cheap £5-10 knife than a £300 knife and misplace it. The same here. I'll be too scared. Yeah, I've got a fucking lovely zip slip over there, which is about 200 quid knife, I think, 150 quid knife. I'd never take that out. That's legal carry as well. Fuck that. SB founder, you right, mate? He said, do you think small folding knives are good for self-defense or just handy tools? Well, it'd be illegal to use it as a self-defense for self-defense in the UK anyway. But I suppose in some kind of shit fan situation or without rule of law, it's better than nothing, isn't it? I would say it's better than nothing. But they are handy tools. They are handy tools anyway. It's a handy tool if your life was threatened and you was prepared to break the law. I think it'd be better than nothing. There's better things you can do first. But yeah, I suppose in the last ditch, and that was all you... Yeah. And I'll be honest, anything's better than nothing, though, isn't it? But you can get better styles. Like the Swiss Army penknife is probably one of the worst for it closing on your fingers if you had to use one. You want things like this that have, finger chills and shit like that. Where is it? Like this one's quite a good sort of... Ones like this where your sort of fingers preventing the blade from shutting. Dan, right, man, he said, I go out jogging at night and I only recently have been thinking about taking something with me for self-defense. Right, just remember you're not allowed to carry anything for self-defense, so it has to be something that you can legally carry anyway. One of the best things you can carry at night is a torch. Mag light. Carbon Creations. You're a handbag. I don't know what that means. But yeah, torches are good. Strobing flashlight torches are good. What else? I've got a whole video on this subject if you want. It was asking. Dan Perryman. Go onto my channel, look in the playlists, or just look up self-defense on my channel and you'll find a video with nearly everything anyone would mention tonight. Yeah, Maglite is good, but what you want is a Maglite with an upgrade in it. I think he was... I couldn't tell. He's been hidden now, so... It's all right. I wasn't sure what was going on there. Nick said, no, Mike, you can legally carry a rape whistle or rape alarm for self-defense. The best tool in the world, obviously. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I thought he said self-defense weapon. They're not weapons, are they? So... No, he just said something. It doesn't matter anyway. Let's not get too bogged down on, very, very specific terms. The problem is if I start going over every single thing you can and can't carry, I'll be sat here talking about 15, 20 minutes before I've even got to the next comment. So it's easier just to say, as we know, you can't carry anything for self-defense. But yeah, I suppose technically you could carry a whistle or a rape alarm or, yeah. Come on, where's the comments, man? Everyone's gone quiet. Go slow mode on. Or is it stuck for me or something? I ain't seeing no more comments. Nick said maybe just a big whistle. Then you can bash them over the head with exactly. Big metal whistle. So what's everyone planned? What's everyone got planned for tomorrow in the day? Yeah, if you want, I would say the best place to look. You could watch that self-defense video the other day, but that was more aimed at women, wasn't it? But if you put self-defense in my video, you know, just go to put self-defense in on my channel. In fact, I'll do it for you. This video will have every bit of information you can think of and anything anyone would mention tonight. Stu said, have you watched Life Force? I don't think I have. I definitely haven't watched that recently. Right, Stu, I'm going to just quickly look, see if that's in the place where I get stuff quickly. Do you know anywhere where you could watch that? Right, it ain't on there, but I could request it. Stug said I have to get my eyes tested. Do you, Stug? Do you have to wear glasses and that? Mr. Cheesy, you right, mate? Stu, I'll have a look for that. Oh, Netflix. All right, I'll have a look because sometimes I use someone else's Netflix and sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. Sam said, have you noticed a change in the flight of the broadhead bolts you made? I was wondering if they are accurate or not. What do you mean? Like, they're different to the other, but every single bolt. So if you shoot the plastic bolts, they're going to shoot in a completely different place than the broadhead ones. But my broadhead ones, yeah, they're as accurate as the aluminium ones. You'll have to adjust your sights, so. Tacticals are sleeping and then getting pissed watching your stream tomorrow. Nick said there's a good video from TV Range the other day about stun guns for stuff events. That wouldn't be no good for us, so would it, Nick, in the UK? But yeah, that's probably interesting. Zed said I'll pick up some medical stuff and do a bit of shopping tomorrow. Nothing exciting. I did not watch Valerian. Still there, ready to watch. I haven't got round to it yet. Might watch it Sunday. Oh, I don't know. I'll be hungover, won't I? Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow in the day, Zed. In the morning. Have you been wearing glasses all your life, have you, Stug? Stu said, I know you've got a load of films to get through, but I think you'd really like it. I'll definitely try and get it. Nice one, Nick. Yeah, funny thing is, I knew that, yeah. The stun guns that you press on people, they're pretty fucking crap. Most videos where you see people going like, you know, like with the handheld ones, they're putting it on. Well, not the police things, but actually shoot them with a proper taser, you know, whatever. The ones where you touch it on someone, I've literally seen someone go like that, touch them, and they just like nothing. It's like if you stuck a pin up someone's ass, that'll make them jump up in the air, but it's not that fucking painful. Not saying that a taser feels like a pin, but it's the same sort of reaction. Rita said, not much planned tomorrow, waiting for a loft ladder to be delivered. Maybe start another project in the forge. Mr. Cheese said, I'm good, mate. Need a cheap little folder to open my mail. Any ideas? How about some of these from Prepper's Shop? There's one. Yeah, that's a nice little one. That's a tenner. I don't know what they're called. That's the rainbow knife. Rainbow hole knife. Where am I? I just saw a comment I was interested in. Fuck's that gone? That's weird. I saw a comment. I thought, yeah, I like that in a minute. Oh, yeah, there it is, Mr. Yeah. Right, Mother said, didn't tell you, but I bought £110 prod for the Cobra R9 from GoGun and it arrived yesterday. Also bought the £130 prod. I can't really wait. I really can't wait for our deal with the adder. Nice. Yeah, not long now, mate. Not long now. Yeah, Mr. Cheesy said, watch Stuart Alive Backwards. I've seen that. That's Tom Hardy, isn't it? One of probably Tom Hardy's very first sort of films, isn't it? Stuart Alive, yeah, about heroin addict Stuart, and then tell his life backwards, don't they? From like his, well, I won't say, but yeah, I have seen Stuart Alive Backwards. That's very good, that. Let's get a coffee. Anonym said, which is the best string for the redback crossbow? If you're going to get a string for the redback, I'd say look for a redback string, put it that way. And that may sound a bit odd. Don't put the old strings on because I think they're longer and they're probably not as good. You're off, mother. Good night, mate. That was good. Good knowing you've got your prods already for your R9 and that when you get it. Sam, you might have to comment on something. I can't really look right now, but yeah, good one, Mr. Cheesy. I like Stuart Life Backwards. That made me a fan of Tom Hardy. He's a good actor. He is. For me, I think Tom Hardy is what you'd call a proper actor, as in he can do 10 different roles and he becomes that person. He's not just Tom Hardy. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. They're just the same person every time. I mean, they're just themselves every time. Whereas Tom Hardy fucking becomes the characters, and you would, some of the times you wouldn't even know it's. Yeah, I've seen Bronson. Yeah, I love Bronson. That's an excellent film. Yeah, very good in Bronson. He was good as the crazy in Legend. I just didn't like. I didn't like the story that they put. I thought Tom Hardy's portrayal, Tom Hardy being the craze was good. I didn't like the actual way the craze was portrayed in it because I think a lot of it, to me, wouldn't have been the true relationship of a twin. But that's going on another fucking tangent. I think the relationship of twins. I don't know. I think if you don't know twins, you wouldn't know the real what they're like, and it wouldn't be how they was portrayed in that. Yeah, well, Mr. Cheesy, the original Craig Twins films, I've got that. You know the scenes when they're children and they get given those crocodiles? Me and my twin brother actually went to London to have like a screening because we rehearsed to be the kids in that film. Yeah. Yeah, me and Malcolm was nearly in the Craig Twins film, but I think in the end, we went to London, did the scenes in front of cameras and everything. And then I think they picked like 2 kids who was actual real actors, because we weren't actors. Stu said, I like Jim Carrey. He basically plays Jim Carrey and everything. The thing is, if you like them, and that's why Robert De Niro and Al Pacino are good, though. But I say that about Al Pacino. He can change a little bit, but you know what I mean, though. But yeah, I like them still. But yeah, if you like them how they are, it's good, isn't it? But yeah. But I like, yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with someone who does that, who is the same person every time. You know what I mean? I think it's good. But especially if they're funny as fuck. I'll tell you what, though, Jim Carrey is very good at serious stuff as well. Jim Carrey's surprisingly good at serious stuff. I think a lot of the comedians are because it's so different suddenly. What's his name? Who the comedian Robbins, not Tim Robbins, Robin Williams. He was a fucking excellent serious actor because it's such a departure. I think I think comedians are fucking great at doing serious roles because it's so different from what they normally do. Yeah, Robin Williams was fucking excellent when he did like serious, where he was like a killer and things. Devil's Advocate, that is good. Stu said, I know exactly what you mean. Anonym said, how can you attach a rifle stock to the redback? If you go online and look up a place called 3D Cabin, they sell a stock for it. Or if you look on YouTube for a channel called Pistol Crossbow Fan, he will show you how to make a stock for your redback reasonably cheap. You're off, Sam. Good night, mate. I'll be on 9 o'clock tomorrow. Nick said, love pretty much everything Robin Williams was ever in. He's good, isn't he? I'll be honest with you, I'm not massive. I haven't watched loads of Robin Williams stuff, but yeah, he was an excellent serious actor. I think a lot, as I said, I think a lot of the comedians are very good serious actors. I'll tell you what I think it is. A lot of comedy actors, they don't get given, or they certainly didn't in the old days, they didn't get given the serious roles. So when they did get given the serious roles, they really fucking made a, you're getting more out of your career. They put so much into it, I think, to make sure it's good, because it broadens their career then, don't they? I don't know. I could be talking bollocks, but that's how I portray it in my head anyway. Richard, one thing with Jim Carrey at the end of the Sonic movie, he sounds exactly like the voice actor of Dr. Eggman from the video games. So he has acting skills. That's good. That's good. I'll have to watch that one day. I might have to buy that. When I start looking after my niece and nephew again, I'll probably buy that Sonic film because they love Sonic. If I showed you my front room right now, Rich, it's full of hand-drawn pictures of Sonic. And they come up with their Sonic and Sonic Tails and the other thing characters, little bears, little, toy things. Teddy bears. You know what I mean? Fucking love Sonic. And he watches Sonic because we sit there watching Sonic videos, Sonic videos, which is the really bad genre Sonic. Sonic EXE. Fuck's sake. It's never ending, Rich. When the kids are up. They love Sonic. So I might buy it and then I'll have to watch it. Dan, you right, mate? How are you? Zed said, I've noticed that Slingshot hasn't been noticeable. Hasn't been noticeable by his absence lately. Have I upset him or something? No, he's been accidentally sort of permabanned on this channel. He can't actually physically comment on anything now on my channel. I've been talking to him about it. Let me just check my mic. Which microphone's working? Yeah, it's that one. Sorry. Sometimes you have to manually pick which microphone. I thought it was on the wrong one because that sounds terrible. This one's good. Yeah, for all I know, he might be on right now. But yeah, he can't comment. So no, you hadn't done anything, Zed. Yeah, he's been sort of shadow banned. Don't you dare, Stu. Someone time Stuart out for that. Joking. Actually, he gave up, and don't do it as a joke because I can't take timeouts back off. So don't time out as a joke because it sticks then. Yeah, luckily he gave up on the slingshot rifle. Now it's the last things he wanted me to do was a steel reinforced staff or get my walking stick, my golf club thing out and show people that. Nick said another one of YouTube's tricks. Yeah, there's loads of it going on at the minute. Mr. Cheese, have you ever streamed on Twitch? Yeah, I when I'm up for it, I stream most like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's just lately I've not been in the mood for it. So if you want to follow my Twitch, here it is. That's so tempting. If I could take it off, I'd let you do it as a joke, but the thing is, you can't reverse it. When someone gets timed out, you can't reverse it. So they have to sit there for 5 minutes, not talking. Dante, how's your week been, pal? Not bad, mate. How you doing, Dan? You getting much sleep at the minute? Yeah, I've had quite a good week, actually. So at the beginning of the week, I had to go for a hearing test. And I've had loads of wax stuck in my ear for ages. And it was really, I couldn't even sleep at night. Went for my hearing test, and I said I got a load of wax in my ears. You might not be able to do it. So she said, let me held this finger against my ear to put like a signal in my ear to see whether it would, so whether they could do the hearing test. And it was only a hearing test. Right. She said, I'll tell you what we'd do. You can have microsuction with take the wax out of both your ears, then you can have the hearing test. So I go to get this is all within half an hour. So I got to the hospital, sat there for 5 minutes. Within half an hour, they did all of this, right? Got my ears micro suctioned out. Had the full. It was my consultant who did it. So he got to check my ears while a fucking trainee nurse was there watching. Gave me the all clear of my ears, which was good because it means I don't have to go back again for another year because that had been postponed because of the COVID shit. So I actually got my ears fully checked as well. Had the hearing test. My ears are still exactly the same. So they didn't have to do anything with that. Yeah, I was out the door in half an hour. So I'd had my ears checked, cleaned out, tested, all good. Came home, did a live stream. Adam Cheladin came on, watched the live stream, and he said, you know what, Mike? I'll send you one of my new throwing knives. So I got a new throwing knife coming from Adam Cheladin, his new range of knives. And then that afternoon, Prepper's shop said, sorry we haven't got hold of you. The bloke who used to work here, who said he'd send you some knives, stopped working here. I've read your emails now. Here's the knives. Sent me the knives. Yeah. So I had quite a good week this week. But fucking hell, I was dying to get that wax out of my ears. Jason, how strange. Oh, well, saves us mods a bit of work. Yes, exactly, Zed, exactly. Chris said, is it because he writes comments that are very similar most of the time and YouTube bots have shadow banned him, thinking of spam? Do you know what? It actually probably could be that. It could be something like that. Yeah, it could be. You never know, do you, Rich? Nick said that microsuction thing is awful while they're doing it, but it's amazing once the ears are completely clear. I'll tell you what, Nick, normally I'm completely fine with it. It doesn't bother me, but it is, you can hear it. You can feel it in your ear. But for some reason, when he first put it up in my ear, started sucking it, my legs, you won't be able to see, you're laying down and think, my legs went completely tense. And I could feel it. I was just saying, untense your legs, untense your legs. Once my legs was tense, I couldn't untense them. But, yes, massive relief, because this year I have to have a hearing aid in anyway, but it's not getting worse. This ear I can hear well, but this ear was completely full of fucking wax. Yeah, I was so glad to get that fucking shit out of there. Dan said, good, mate. Good, I'm glad you have a good week. He said, my sleep is not too bad. Baby's sleeping and feeding well, to be honest. Nice one. That's good. That's excellent news, isn't it? That's just what you want. Yeah, I did ring up my doctors about 4 days before I got the appointment for the hearing test, because they've been postponing. I have to have a hearing test every 3 years. I have to have my ears checked once a year, because they could get worse. But actually, the last 5 6 years, they've not. And I think, to be honest, they weren't getting worse anyway. I think they'd been all right for like 20 years. It's just I got some water in my ear and it caused me ear infection. Yeah, can't remember what's going with that now. Nick said, feels like they're pulling your brains out or something, but you could hear a mouse fart and rushing when it's done. Exactly. Yeah, so I have a hearing aid in this one, yeah, and this one's all right. This one's a bit bad, but yeah, I can get away with most of the time not wearing my hearing aid. Kyle, on your right, mate. Sorry, I only missed you then. He said, Zed, I was saying that he thought he was shadow banned because he was on, no one could see him. Yeah. As I've got hold of him now, and I've spoke to Slingshot about it, and I'll tell you what, I have actually sent a fucking thing to YouTube twice about it now. Rich is shocked I'm not banned on YouTube. I used to spam like the stream for a few months. So I don't write that so much on Liam's stream now, but yeah. We was always writing like the stream, weren't we? Yeah. But yeah, I did actually send a couple because it's weird. I don't want that to start happening to other people. Bad enough as out with Slingshot. because I know we all have our a bit of sort of mild disagreements with him sometimes on here, but you know, I'm perfectly happy having him on here and having him on to comment. You know what I mean? He always, you know, sometimes the discussions on here get a bit much, but he's always good normal comments. Stu said he could use his other. I did actually say that to him, that he could always come on as Cryptor or Pig Sticker. I can't. Scree. That's what he does. He comes on with a pig mask on, going scree. I have to clip that one, put that on the other one for you. Do you want me to get a scree pig sticker clip for you for the StreamYard tomorrow? So you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'd even be able to find that channel. Did you know he had a pig sticker channel? So, yeah, you saying about Life Force. I will see if I can get that. Hang on. Let me look. I can watch it. I've just put in Life Force film, where to watch, Amazon Prime. I can watch it. I've got Amazon Prime now, Stu. I can watch it. Yeah. It's just come out, Amazon Prime. If that's on Amazon Prime, I can watch it. But I just, yeah. It's a lot worse than the screes I was doing as well. I can't bring myself to do it. Carlin said Stu, only if he wears a camo head net can do that. That's Cryptor, ain't it? Camo head net is Cryptor. Pig sticker is in with a fucking knife and a fucking pig mask on. Stu, so watch one of his pig sticker videos and my dog ran out of the room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Cryptor videos are his very controversial discussions where he's talking about a topic that you don't like, women's rights, stuff like that. And Pig Sticker, what was Pig Sticker? That one he used to do the weapon reviews, did he? I don't know. But you imagine Cryptor account. Actually, I shouldn't even be saying this. We're not supposed to know who Cryptor is. Ignore it. We don't know who Cryptor is. He wears a mask, so that's not Slingshot, right? It just sounds like him. Sorry, Slingshot, if you're watching, we've accidentally given away your identity there. I have seen people, I've done it myself, right, put comments on this, and I recognise that voice and that vest and that background. Oh, God's sake. Krylan, you've done it as well. I'm sure I've seen you writing that. So, yeah, I'll do some reviews of these soon. Tactical said he gave it away on one of his videos anyway. Did he? Fuck's sake. Slingshot, if you're on, leave a comment. Sorry, I'm joking. Now, I've reported it twice that you can't comment. So, Jason, I can imagine him arguing with himself in the mirror using different personalities. Yeah, and then Pig Sticker killing them both. Fuck's sake. Chris said, Mike, don't let my identity slip. I'll back my up. No, never mind. Fuck's sake, Rich. Too late. I don't know if I told you like this. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm coughing quite a lot less now, ain't I? That heartburn is gone down a lot now. I started eating a little bit less of I started taking some lansoprazole, then I cut down on some of the foods that it can give you, and it's a lot better now. Still getting a bit phlegmy, but I reckon that could either be catarrh or maybe just the dust in here. But that weird dry cough. Yep, no more coughing anymore. Thank fuck. Because sometimes I couldn't stop coughing. All the time I was talking, I'd be coughing. Now I've got the urge to cough now. stop playing with knives as well. So yeah, I might watch Valerian tomorrow, and I will. Stu, can you message me somewhere? Don't matter where, even if it's just a normal comment. Just put a comment on somewhere saying, Mike, don't forget Life Force. So what I'll do when this finishes, I'll go on my PlayStation 4, go on Amazon Prime and check it really is there. If not, there's a place where I can sort of request it, and then they put it on there. Yeah, I chucked the other knives out of the way and then kept that one in distance. Not in distance, within hand distance, sorry. Within reach. You have to chuck them out of reach. Stop fucking playing with them. Nick said, I remember when I had acid reflux really bad. I couldn't sleep properly or anything. Now, it can be a nightmare, can't it, Nick? Really horrible. I had it like that once. I've never had it that bad again. But recently, I kept getting it quite mildly. It was making me cough a lot when I was speaking. Carl said, Richard, I cannot speak about what I've seen. I might get shot by an arrow in the middle of the night. All made from stuff bought in Walmart. Let's say. Tactical says, flash your adder. You haven't for ages. What do you want? That's close up, do you? Let me sit with it in my hands. Seriously, yeah, no worries, mate. I'll write a comment on your back. Thank you, Stu. Yeah, it's easier for me to remember then, because although I've got it open in a tab, I'll soon shut that down and fucking forget. It's just easier then because I see the comment and then I'll check it instantly. Jed said, I wouldn't tell too many people you have acid reflux. Sounds too much like a new drug. I'd take it. This has got the bolts in it as well. As you can see them in the magazine. Torch. What peg sticker one or the other one? What do you mean? Who was on about? Who was it? Who didn't know about the diarrhea stuff the other day? Who was that? There was someone on the other day. Who was it? And they hadn't heard the oh, it was Marcus. I actually sent him the link in the end. What do you mean this one? I can't do the full one.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
Fuck's sake. Could you hear that? I'm going to have to get a pig sticker one now. And he's going scree. I would have liked this to have been able to have open sights. That would have been nice. But you can't with the magazine. Well, I think you could. I reckon you could. You'd have to have quite a high up. Where would it have to be mounted? The problem is the magazine. Yeah, it would have to be sticking out over the magazine so the magazine can ride like under it. But yes, they are. There you go. That's right. I remember years ago, me and some mates tried to snuff for a laugh. One of the lads sneezed so hard, he spilt some of it. We had after we'd left, the plod turned up, took some for testing. That's what I say. I thought he was taking drugs. I don't know if I've ever done snuff or chewing tobacco. Malk's done, or I might have done snuff. We probably did homemade snuff, knowing us. But true chewing tobacco I've never had. Malk's had it though, I think he said. He said it's really strong. It's like smoking like loads of cigarettes in a row. Gives you a head rush. Outdoors addictions, right, mate? How are you? You all right? Was you on the other day when I had Adam Cheladin on that stream, that daytime one? Did you see that? I don't know if you know Adam. He's got like 300k subscribers now. Oh, they reported you as well, Zed. What you at today outdoors? I suppose it's probably about, can't remember if you was East Coast or West Coast, but I suppose it would be between 6 and 4 o'clock where you are, isn't it? I suppose. That's when I smoked a tea bag. I think we've done that. I wonder I coughed my guts up for half an hour. Oh, I was a terrible smoker. I used to get a roll of newspaper, like a line of newspaper about that long, about as long as a cigarette. And then I'd get dirty old cigarette butts, get the tobacco out of it, put that in, get an old used filter, stick that on the end, roll that up so it was rolled up about 10 times, not just once, completely soak it in spit so it'd stay shut. And then I'd smoke. This was about the age of 12. And then I'd sit in our little homemade bases and I'd smoke that fucking cigar for about 4 hours. Fucking newspaper and fag butt, yeah, cigarette butt, cigars. I'm fucking glad I gave up now. Yeah, I probably did about 20 years worth of I probably did about 20 years worth of damage when I was a kid. Good job I only stopped. Yeah, my old newspaper and cigarette butt cigars. Sit in that shed, keep lighting it. Yeah. We used to smoke anything. We used to get these reeds and smoke them. Sit up near the motorway smoking reeds. Mainly cigarette butts. That was our go-to. Roll-ups made out of cigarette butts. I used to do that. Yeah, tin-foil pipes. Yes, I used to be really good at doing a tin-foil pipe. I don't know how you used to do them, but I used to get a pen. I'd get a line of tinfoil, and I'd start wrapping it round the pen, but also with my thumb in the end. So you'd roll it, and you could roll it perfectly, so that it would have a nice bowl, and then you'd slide the pen out, and you had a perfect pipe. Yeah, and yeah, I used to smoke dog end tobacco. I'd say dog end cigarette butt. Oh, you did it as well, did you, Stug? Nice. Yeah, that's the same way. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Nick said, I can just imagine you checking the date on the paper and being, lovely vintage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Outdoors of Dixon said, used a pencil for the foil pipes, but they get hot quick. That's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I used to use a pen to get around it. Yeah, so that's Outdoors Dixon. Me and Stug then all did the same thing there. Jeezy said, I've smoked tea leaves when I was desperate. Tactical said, worst cigarette related for me was using water full beer can for an ashtray. Got pissed, picked up the the wrong one, and swigged the ashtray. I've done that. This is how bad it was though. I once got an old can, tipped the stuff out, filled it up with water, sat there and drunk the whole can of water. At the end, went like that, and a dog butt, as in, I say dog butt because a lot of the Americans don't know what I mean. A cigarette butt came out the can into my mouth. I drank the whole can without realising. Yeah. I must have been hungover for that. Snug said I also turned a milk jug into a shitty homemade bong. Yeah, the old bongs. Yeah. We had many bongs. Yeah, I drank the whole can and I hadn't even noticed. At the end, I went like, and the favourite one in my mouth. I used to do a lot of weird, like saying about cans of water. I used to have this weird punishment thing where on a Saturday I'd have to go to this school that was miles away and do on a Saturday morning and do these weird sort of it was called an attendance centre, and it was like a court punishment. But I used to be so hungover, I used to fill up my empty cans of tent super with water. And then me and my dad would be driving to wherever it was, and I'd be swigging out this can of tent super with water, but it must have looked terrible. I was only about sort of 17, 18 time. Yeah, the gravity bongs. Do you know what we used to call them? Bucket bongs. Yeah, the gravity bong with and you'd pull it'd basically be a bottle, wouldn't it, with the bottom cut off in like a big container full of water. And you'd pull it up, and as you pull it up, it sucks the smoke in, don't you? You take the top off, and then you push it back into the water. Yeah. We used to call them bucket bongs. But a gravity bong, I think, yeah. That mate told me to use aftershave to keep my backy moist. I fell for it. Yeah, I bet that was fucking horrible. Yeah. I bet that was horrible. The one that you're supposed to do, I think, is a cabbage leaf, isn't it? Or I'll tell you what I used to do sometimes, if it was really dry, a couple of drops of water on it was enough. Yeah. That definitely don't definitely not aftershave. Fuck that, tactical. You all right, Sol? Yeah, I'm all right, mate. You? What you at tonight? Saw your pictures recently on Instagram. They're good stuff. You put a couple of gas marks video on as well, didn't you, lately? That work, does it, tactical? I never tried that one. He said, I'm sound, mate. Been intimidating the locals. Well, good for you, mate. Yeah, so I'll probably watch a couple of films tomorrow, or a film. Prepare for the evening stream. The evening stream will be 9 o'clock. I'll be drinking during it. People can join if they want. You can join with using while I'm sober, let's just discuss this. When you're joining with a phone, what's the way you've got to have Chrome in, yeah? Or if you want to make sure you can definitely get on with a phone, it's easier if you've got Chrome in it. Tactical, I think you said, didn't you? Yeah, if anyone wants to join tomorrow, you can. You don't have to be drinking, you know. And I can be perfectly. You can be sober and talk to me. While I'm drunk, I'm not. You know what I mean. I think I'm reasonably bearable. That's it, Mike. Did you ever smoke after sex? I don't know. I never looked. Sister Mara, right, mate. I always preferred my backy dry. Usually put it on top of my PlayStation for half an hour to dry it out a bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd work, wouldn't it? Especially nowadays. That'd be dusted after a couple of hours. Rich said, one thing I've done like that is drink from a can of Coke that'd been open for a week. Felt horrible. All that green airy mold. Ah, fuck's sake, Rich. Yeah, that'd be terrible. They said orange peel in your tin used to be a popular way to keep your backy moist. I didn't care for it, to be honest. Orange flavoured smoke ain't really my sort of thing. Funny thing, as soon as you said that, I thought, yeah, I bet that'd taste orangey, wouldn't it? Maybe nice. I don't know. Snug said, I love you all. It's a common thing you say. Drunk Livestream. There you go. You know I'm a nice, caring person then. No, but I think, yeah. Oh, you'll be surprised. When I have people around here, there are people who can put up with me all night while I'm drunk. And they're completely sober. Yeah, Stugs just broke the golden rule there, isn't he? Tactical. I don't mind things like that as long as you don't tell me specifically things I've actually done. Because I know I do that anyway. Because even my mum says I do it. So Sol said, looking forward to my beer with me dad at the weekend. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I hope you have a good time, mate. We had all the family around last night. It felt like fun Christmas, to be honest. It was lovely. Because Christmas, we couldn't, you know, it wasn't like that because of the fucking restrictions. Next, I'd never smoked, but my dad and uncle did. They both had those backy tins that rolled a cig for you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I thought it was magic as a kid. Yeah, I know them tins. Yeah. Good, isn't it? They're quite. Yeah, but it is like magic when you're a kid, isn't it? Just put a fucking Rizzler in, put it back in, shut it, open it. No, I think you're gonna have to time him out. You're gonna have to time Stug out. Tactical for that infraction. Oh, I got an itchy back. Using a ruler. Stug said punish me. Irishman, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Slingshot Warriors comments still ain't showing. That was a good stream the other night. Well, I had a fucking good laugh on that. I don't know how he puts up with the abuse. I'll probably be on for about another half an hour, so maybe quarter to. I could go a little bit later. Yeah, I could stay till 12. That says time Stug out. Okay, will do. Doctor never smoked rollies, smoked trumpets. I'm shit at rolling them. Not had a cig in 18 years. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I've smoked for about. Oh, I can't remember now. You know what? I say I haven't smoked. I think I said recently I haven't smoked for 6 years. It's not actually that. It's probably 16 years. I think I stopped smoking in around 2004, 2006, something like that. So yeah, that's nearly 16 years, isn't it? Irishman said, lol, it's good to have a laugh. It is. That reminds me, I've been watching again, because I forgot how good it was, What We Do in the Shadows, Series 2. I forgot how fucking excellent that is. When I watched that, I laughed so much. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, that's genuinely probably one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. I love What We Do in the Shadows. They've got one of my favourite actors in as well, Matt Berry. So I said, my dad's doors are horrible beige colour due to smoking. Yeah, my dad's old bedroom, the ceiling in there's nearly brown. Not brown, but yeah. Can you hear my stomach going? All right, that's my coffee gone. Mr. Cheesy said, what do you think? What do you think nobody's angry at China for the COVID? Why do you think? Don't know. We don't normally do the old COVID chat. I don't know. Because no one can really. I don't know. I don't know. I think people are. Where's that going? Shut up. I'm looking forward to Year of the Rabbit. Are they going to do a Year of the Rabbit season 2? I've never got around to watching all of the first one yet. I don't know why. Alex Saint said, I can't promise I'll be on for long. My phone screen is fucked. Hello, mate, by the way. You right? Stu said, I'm going to go watch a film. Bye, everyone. See you later, Stu. Good night, mate. What you watching before you go, don't you know? Tatton said, because we like the cheap crossbow bolts. That's gone straight over my head, that one. I don't know. But see you later, Stu. Good night, mate. Enjoy your film. I'll tell you what I watched recently. The Love Witch. That was pretty good. That was weird. That was quite bizarre, though, The Love Witch. The Love Witch. The Love Witch is really weird because it's set in the 60s, but they've not bothered to change any of the backgrounds or the cars. So, I don't know. Had they not said it was based in the 60s, it would have just made sense anyway, because you would have just thought they was old-fashioned, because they're like witches anyway. But it actually specifically says that it's from the 60s, and then they're driving around modern BMWs. Other than that, though, you just have to put that out of your head. Probably that's just budgetary issues, probably, because that's a lot of work having all the cars in the background old, isn't it? But the Love Witch, I quite enjoyed that. The Love Witch, I watched. What else have I watched recently? That was on all four, so you can watch that on all four. Let me look on my films quickly, and I'll see if I can remember what I watched lately. Shit, I have to go on to watched films. I watched Crime Wave again recently. Yeah, thank you, Stu. Yeah, right. That Sister Mary said, "Mr. Cheesy, with love and peace. This isn't the place for that discussion." Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we don't normally do any sort of politics stuff, Stu. I've not. That's the only one I need to watch. Stu, the last Resident Evil. I like the old Resident Evils. They're nothing special, you know. Like they're just a mental case escape. They're a mental case of zombie guns escapism. You don't take them seriously. It's just gory guns and old Mila Jojovic, whatever her name is, you know, looking quite good in leather. Alex Saint said, I also had to deal with my neighbour spying on us in the garden. They can't keep shouting at us for no reason. Even threatened to beat my family. Yeah, that's fucked. That is weird. Yeah, that's ain't right, is it, Alex Saint? You're all good, Mr. Cheese. Yeah, we don't normally do the old, you know, try to keep it light so we can all have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? Keep it light, have a laugh. Doug said, I watched about 6 seasons of Walking Dead in the past week. Have you? Yeah, they're an easy watch, aren't they? But they're fun, aren't they? I'm a fan of the older Resident Evil stuff. That said to Alex ain't bloody Alex ain't. I thought mine was bad with the noise. That takes the piss. Richard, I like the first two. Yeah, the first two are like proper. Yeah, they're quite good. The more they go on, the more mad they get, and there's some of them that have barely even got a plot. In all honesty, but I still like watching them. Yeah, I've never got around to the last one, and I think the one before the last one is nearly all CGI. But it's, you know, it's done good enough that it's enjoyable. Irishman says Solomon Kane and Season of the Witch are pretty good. Which one's Season of the Witch? Was that T2? No, it's Irishman, wasn't it? You know what, Josh? He said on Netflix there's going to be a new Resident Evil animated film. I've seen 2 of the old ones. They're good, they are. System Error said, I heard they're redoing the Resident Evil films or TV series. I heard that as well, yeah. Can't be worse than the original films. Loved the games, but the films I feel did not do the games justice. Well, I'll agree with you there. I do like the films though, but they're not the same as the games, and they don't feel the same, do they? Yeah, I think the animated ones do a better job, but I think they're all right though. I think they're worth watching, but as you say, they don't feel the same. Zod said they're going to make a Resi series using different storyline, different characters. Are they? I thought maybe I'm thinking of there's a new animated one where I think they're going to have the old, you know, like Chris and all that in it, and Claire and that. Lorenzi, you right, mate? How are you? Alex Saint said, so now every time we go in the garden, we have to be on our senses. As the dickhead tried to jump our fence, it's honestly starting to anger me. As he has little kids. Yeah, that's fucked up, Alex Saint. You might have to try and talk to someone about that. It ain't right. Sister Mary said, and they're going to get George Romero. Now that would be good if George Romero. No, George Romero is dead, though, isn't he? I thought George Romero was dead, isn't he? That's a shit. I'm pretty sure George Romero is dead. Yeah, he is. I don't know about that. Oh, do you mean they were going? Oh, sorry, they were gonna get George Romero to direct the original. I thought you meant the series. So you're right, Sister. I thought you meant it was going to get him to do this new one. Yeah, that would have been good. I have seen that Irishman. I have seen that one. Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage, and is that the one with Ron Perlman as well, Irishman. Richard said, Mike, you seen Secrets of Nim film? No plans to do a TV series prequel reboot to that? No, I've not seen that. I ain't seen that. I think that rings a bell, but I don't think I have. I haven't seen it, Rich. No. Oh, I know the last couple of films I watched. It was their manga films. I'll tell you the last films I watched. I watched so I watched Wicked City, Demon City Shinjuku. I don't know if that's actually what they're called. And I also watched another one. Sure, I watched 3 of them. What's Cyber? No, it wasn't Cyber City. Sorry, I've just started it there. I have seen that one in Irishman. Yeah, I have seen that. It's quite a good film, isn't it? Alex Saints, we have warned him that if he comes on our property, we'll take all the measures in defence of our property. Yeah, you might have to be honest. And yeah. Yeah, I quite like that film, Irishman. That was quite good. What was the other one you said? That's it. Yeah, Nicolas Cage as Crusader Transporting a Witch. Yes, I have seen that. I quite like that. Oh, Solomon Kane. That's an old one, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I have seen that. Oh, there's a new one. I haven't seen that then. No, I haven't. Well, I can shut them other tabs down now because Stu's going to remind me, isn't he? Alex Saint said, and another thing is kids tried to put their fingers through the fence to try and get my dog to bite them. Fuck's sake. That sounds fucked. I might have a new neighbour soon. I am gonna eventually soon. I hope they're all right. I don't know if they're well. I hope they're all right though, because my neighbours have always been good. But my neighbour next door now, it's only her and one of her daughters, I think, and I think you got to start paying that shit like bedroom tax and shit like that. And I think she's also slightly disabled, where she struggles to get up the stairs now. So she's not that old, you know. I don't even think she's in her 50s. If she is, it's early 50s anyway. But she wants to move to a bungalow. But she was going to try and do a swap. She was going to try and swap to a bungalow. She was going to try and get the person to swap from a bungalow to a flat. And then my younger brother, could move out of his flat next door. That would be like the ultimate fuck. That'd be brilliant. Having my we could knock the whole fence down and have one massive garden if that happened. That'd be amazing. Jamie saying hello to Louise. Hello, Louise. You're right, Louise, by the way. Sorry, I said that really sarcastically. But yeah. That's all early 50s. Is she single? She is. Looks like Tactical would be moving in next door to me. Might still be able to knock the fence down then. But yeah, the problem with doing like a freeway swap, chances of that happen probably quite slim. That'd be fucking amazing if that happened though. You're right, Joe. Yeah. You never know, it might happen, but yeah. So I'm gonna have new neighbours soon. So might have to be putting up some nice big high fences. Alex said we ain't even annoying, as we don't shoot our air guns to be nice, and we even put up some new concrete in our neighbour's fence as we do it for a living. Yeah, it's weird how some people are just cunts, basically, aren't they, Alex? Tactical, that'd be mental. When the other would be rocking. Put an extension on it, have one big long one. Oh, fuck's sake. I'll talk to her tomorrow. She is single, though. It's just her and her daughter. Right, I'll be on for about another, as I say, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah, that's down. I was down to about 10 to 12, whatever. You know what I mean? It's been a good one tonight. I've been enjoying it. Joe said, do you ever fantasize about the zombie apocalypse? I suppose we'll do a little bit. I tend to, what do I fantasize about more? Winning the lottery and having a nice big house and having it so you could have like a fucking moat around it and everything, stop people getting in. Dad said, one of us lot moving in next door to you. Well, there goes the neighbourhood. Yeah, exactly. It's bad enough anyway, Dad. Well, at least we'd all be like-minded, wouldn't we? Alex said, anyone got any advice to stop this bell end? Sadly, not really. I don't know, because the problem is a lot of things can just escalate things, you know, or make things worse for yourself. You know what I mean? You know, you go down certain lines, that depends what you want to do and how much it annoys you, but, you know, you could go down one way and end up in prison, potentially, you know what I mean? You're off, Rich. Good night, mate. See you tomorrow. Don't know. The only real way to do it legally is you just have to keep complaining about them. I'm assuming that means shoot. She said, "Shoot the bugger up the arse." That's what I'd do. Louise, sorry, I put your knives on my Facebook and my community tab. We'll see what happens. I did get one bloke saying about one of them, so I might message you tomorrow for a price on one of them if you want. But you may have to send it abroad, which means it might cost you a bit and it might get stopped by customs, even though it's legal. So it's up to you. But I did put your stuff on here. The problem with a lot of my subscribers, they want sort of bushcraft knives and stuff like that. A lot of them aren't really into the sort of fantasy stuff, but some people might be. So, if anyone wants to buy some knives, check out my community tab. I put some on there earlier. Some knives for sale. How many likes did that get? Did it get any? All right, got 16 likes and 2 comments. So, the Pagan Dark One said, I like those, cool. And Pavik D said, what's the price of the 5th knife? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I've got a feeling he's not in the UK, so it might cost you a bit of money. System Error said, Alex, on a serious note, have you tried talking to them? Ask them in for a few beers or something. I don't know. This bloke sounds like he's got a fucking grudge for no reason. Who knows, though? We don't know the full circumstances, do we? So. Alex said, we tried speaking to him, but they don't want to hear it. He's just one of those kinds of people who want to fight. Weird, isn't it? It must be a nightmare having neighbours like that. All right. Yeah, go on, Alex, if you want to. So I'll take a video of it, Mike, and I'll send it to you. Don't let him see you filming him, though, but it'll make it worse. But I know the reason Liam doesn't do videos in his garden now is because of his neighbour. That's why, you know, Liam used to do all those crossbow videos and sword videos. He doesn't do them in his garden now because his neighbour's a cunt. I'm reasonably lucky that my dad deliberately planted a lot of trees in our garden, deliberately to hide the garden sort of thing, and the trees keep the noise to a lower level as well. So if you're ever out in the window house at night, you're not making so much noise because the trees will stop it a bit. So I'm lucky, even in most positions, you know, nice high 6-foot fence, and even from the bedroom windows, people can't actually see me shooting anyway. in the as soon as there's some leaves, and even then I can still get in a position where people can't see me anyway from any direction. Because I don't, if I think like next door, if I think she's in the garden, I won't shoot out of courtesy for her. I don't want her, you know, feeling nervous in her own garden. So I don't if she's out there. Tactical says some people are just dicks. Next door to me has been spoken to, reported, had a visit, but still keeps it up. I'm the same as Liam. I can't shoot, etc. in my garden as he kicks off. It's fucking weird, isn't it? You know. Why do they give a fuck? You're not hurting no one. Nah, no, not. Shame, really, isn't it? But just some people just don't want to get on, do they? So the new people are on. Don't forget to like the stream. And have you been? I was going to say something else then. Don't forget to like. And what are you doing tomorrow? Alex Saint said he even put his shed bolt up against our garden. The nicest thing we've done for him: to spray water on the trees when we were having a fire, so his tree don't catch alight. Yeah, just sit in it. You know, you can't win when you try to just be nice anyway. How can you win? Tomorrow, I might do a little early test. Test live stream from the Wendy house, the summer house, just to see if it works well for later. I don't know. If I do, though, it's going to be on my phone from now on, I think, out there. Unless, as Paul said, I ain't going to do a PlayStation 1 anyway. Not tomorrow. But I could do one on my phone. So, yeah, I haven't really been up to much. I got these new knives come in the post from Prepper's shop for review, so I didn't actually buy them. I didn't select them either, but I think they're all right. Reviews coming soon. I didn't tell Stu. I meant to tell Stu, because Stu's been getting these as well. Yeah, I meant to actually mention it to Stu. I fucking forgot. That's quite a nice knife. It's an unusual colour, but it's a big old beast of a knife and really solid. That next to me has sprayed us with gardeners, tipped stuff over the fence, vandalised my sister's boyfriend's car. No wonder I went for him. Swore I wouldn't. Now that's what bites. Yeah, I'd be the same. I think tactical. There's only so much you can take before you fucking you blow up, innit? Doug said I'll be getting 2 Diak British Mills grenades next week. Nice. Well, where'd you get them from, Stug? That's not a bad knife. The picture's a bit weird, but some people quite like that kind of stuff. I'm not really into weird knives like that. I'm looking forward to Adam telling his throwing knife he sent me there. That should be good. Do a video on that, definitely. Well, I'll probably do some throwing. I'll probably do quite a lot of videos on that, in all honesty. Do some knife throwing, do a review. Because it's a new one, his new range. Oh, you're getting them off another collector, are you, Stug? Did you ever buy anything off of Liam in the end? Or didn't you need to? Sniffing alcohol now. I ain't that desperate. That said, support apart from Stug, yeah. Irishman said Slingshot where I did an axe throwing video today. Very entertaining. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. Is it actually his normal standard of videos? The best one he ever did was my shooting competition. It's supposed to be 3 rounds, 6 shots. So shoots, misses the target, bolt goes into the woods, disappears forever. Shoots, bolt goes into the woods, disappears forever. Shoots, bolt goes into the woods, disappears forever. Runs out of bolts, ends the competition. I couldn't even do the 3 rounds. Fuck's sake. I think every video he's ever sent me has been something like that. Some sort of total fuck up. Stug said, I'm going to buy an Italian M33 helmet off him, but I think his one was too small for my head. What was the other video Slingshot sent me? There was another one that was like just the whole thing went wrong. I can't remember what it was now. But the shooting competition was like such a fuck up. Shot all the bolts into the trees, missed the target completely, ran out of bolts, couldn't even do the 2nd or 3rd round. Oh god. James said, Starg, I got a very nice Lithgow 42 dated deactivated brain gun a few months ago. Jamie, do you put videos on or not? You ought to put some videos on of your collection. People like that. Did you see that one, Tactical? Or do you mean you saw something else? I didn't do something dodgy there, did I? Oh, yeah, funny as fuck, that video. I can't remember what was the other one he did for me? There was another one he did where it all went wrong. Irishman said one of his early crossbow videos is excellent. He couldn't pull the string back to reload it. Fuck's sake. There was another video he did for me, and I can't remember what it was now, but the whole thing was, yeah, messed up again. I can't remember what it was. There was quite a few where he sent me them. Every bit of it's gone wrong. Not what he's supposed to send me. Hopefully, Slingshot, if you're watching this, you should be at a comment soon. I'll put another complaint in for you later. Yeah, I'll tell you when it happened, actually, genuinely. It seemed to happen after YouTube did an update recently, and they seem to have taken it back off. So, did you notice about 3 or 4 days ago that YouTube did it's only on PC. YouTube did some update where all of the icons on the PC browser all turned to like a silhouette rather than. So what I'm looking at now, all the icons are filled with grey, and for a bit they changed it to just like the outline, and then that's when all the fuck ups happen, and they've taken that back off. That's it. I can't comment on all my videos of shite, as Bottom is saying. Oh, fuck's sake. I wish I could remember the other videos that not tactical, Slingshot sent me. I noticed your last short, there was a mistake in that, though. You know what happened? You know when you put the intro in, that turned the short into a long, wide video. So then when it came to the actual footage, it was tiny in the middle. You have to watch out of shorts. If you add an intro, it messes it all up. Lewis did that as well. Lewis put a picture at the end. And the problem is, because the picture fills the screen, it then stops it being a short. It's an easy thing to do. I've done it myself, but I just deleted it. Yeah, you have to be really careful with the shorts. They can fuck up really easily. That's it, tactical. It's still a good video, but as a short, it wouldn't have counted as one. Brave said, when you're coming off, my 10 minutes, probably 5, 10 minutes. As long as I'm off by 12. It's as long as I ain't being noisy, really. Sometimes I'm a bit. Yeah, 5, 10 minutes. Ah, you've reminded me. Halloween video. That was the other, that's Doug. That was the other one. Yeah. What did he do? What was his Halloween video? I can't even remember now. Yeah, it wasn't about ghosts, was it? do you not want to do another scary story video soon? I'll have to do a video, a proper video. But if people have got more stories, I'll do another one of them. But I want to do it just to feature Bob's, in all honesty. But I'd like to feature other people's, do you know what I mean? But Bob's is a good one. All the other ones was good, but you know what I mean? I went to a marriage counsellor with my flat-chested wife today. He asked, "What's the problem?" I said, "Dolly Parton here thinks I'm too sarcastic." Oh, it was him laying in the bed talking about not ghosts, wasn't it? Yeah, it was him laying in the bed. That's it. I remember now. Yeah, I knew that's the one I was thinking of. I knew there was another one where it was nothing what it was supposed to be. Stop. We better stop. This has turned into a Slingshot Warrior stream, and he might be watching and getting upset. I doubt he'd be getting upset, though. Dad said, if you like creepy stuff, have a look at Bedtime Stories channel. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing another one. I enjoyed doing that last one, and quite a lot of people liked watching that. So I'll definitely do another one soon. If people have got stories, but there's no point me really mentioning it on here. I'll have to do a video asking for videos again. But I think after this, I'm going to watch my Slingshot Warrior shooting competition, and then I'm going to watch his axe throw video. I'll check it out, Zed. You might have to message me saying, don't forget to look up Bedtime Stories channel. The only problem is I looked up Bedtime Stories, first thing that came up was CBeebies. Don't think it's that. Yeah, well, I'll try and do another scary story thing soon. Sing, you all right, mate? Are you? And he said, "What do you think is the worst zombie apocalypse? What's the worst? Zombie apocalypse, nuclear apocalypse, alien invasion?" I definitely think nuclear or alien would be worse than zombie. Aliens, depending on how powerful they are. I don't know. It depends on how powerful the aliens are. I'd say probably nuclear, a proper nuclear apocalypse, because that would actually affect everyone, wouldn't it? He said, depends on the weather or how Jamie felt after I slapped his ass for biting his nails. Fuck's sake. Oh, there you go. Bedtime stories. All right. Yeah, zombies would be the easier one, because potentially you wouldn't even be affected by it. You know, not physically. You know what I mean? An actual nuclear apocalypse, you know, you're eventually probably going to get radiation poisoning and shit like that. And yeah, if you lived, most people would just be dead anyway. That would be the worst one. The proper nuclear apocalypse, that would be very hard to live through. Well, seeing as it says, guess who? Seeing as it says Pirate Daz, I don't know. Right, I'll be going off any minute now. Jack Williamson, have you ever listened to the Zombie Survival Guide on YouTube? I haven't actually, no. Is that any good, mate? I have heard of that, though. I'll check that out. I shall have a look, Jack. Cheers, mate. All right, going off in a minute. So, don't forget tomorrow, if you want to have a drink and come on, you can. About 9:30ish, I'll start sending out the link so people can join the chat. I can only have 6 at a time, so if more people want to come on, some will have to come on for a bit and then go off. You can come back on though, and I'll be on from 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock. Unless I get a phone call earlier. But I'll say anyway tomorrow, you know, I'm going to be on till 12. Be prepared. Yeah, come on. Let's see if we get 40 likes. That's 37 right now. Come on. Get it up. That's what she said. Right, so I'll be on tomorrow. I should be drinking a couple of Stellas, some vodka, maybe a bit of moonshine. I don't know. Whatever get my hands on. What I have got so far, Stellas, Brewdog, vodka. I'll be buying a bottle of vodka as well. Come on. I can't go off unless it gets to 40. You'll be taking your likes off now, wouldn't you? No, I got to go anyway. One more. So, 9 o'clock tomorrow, but won't start inviting people till about past, all right? I'll be on till 12, and then I might carry on if I feel like it. I'll go out in the summer house, the Wendy house, and I could carry on streaming on my phone on YouTube. All right, cheers for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Hope you have a good one. Get your booze in. All right, see you later. Good night.